Alright, we're going to have a bit of a disclaimer before the actual start of the episode. All of my audio actually was lost. It corrupted. And I have no way of getting it back, so instead of just re-recording the entire episode, I just did a voiceover, which actually turned out to be far more complicated than I was ever expecting it to be. But either way, I hope you enjoy this episode. It was a lot of fun overall to put together, and I hope you guys learned a couple things. Welcome back to another episode of MineTorial. My name is Cooper Maniac, and if you had tuned in for the last episode, you would have seen the arduous journey that I had taken on through the end dimension to finally get our Elytra wings, and I finally managed to succeed. It took a lot more effort than I thought it was going to find that thing. You have no idea how long I searched and hard. It hinted towards it in the video. But yeah, now we have one more piece of the puzzle in place, which is transportation. I have my Elytra, so getting around is going to be a ton easier now. And the next step, honestly, is finishing up this villager trading hall. And in order to do that, I need one more component before I can truly start these preparations. And that is potions. Potion brewing can actually be very important when it comes to facing any of the bosses in hardcore. I used slow falling potions, for example, during my last fight against the Ender Dragon, and honestly, they saved my life. So let's actually go through and gather all the potions we need, and hopefully you'll learn a couple things. Now, a decision that I've changed since the last time that I talked about this issue when it came to the villagers, I've decided to actually convert them into zombie villagers and then back. So one of the potion types that we're making today is a potion of weakness in order to actually convert them back into regular villagers. So for today, we are going to be making potions of weakness, potions of water breathing, potions of night vision, and I believe we're also going to be making a potion of healing as well. So those are some of the main types of potions, the ones that are used most frequently. And then I'm also going to be showing you a few different things you can do with your potions as well. Now, in order to make any potions, you need a brewing stand, and there's two ways generally of getting a brewing stand. You can either go to a village, and hopefully they have a cleric. It's usually a big cobblestone structure, and it has it on the first floor. If not, like me, you actually have to craft it, and in order to craft it, you need a blaze rod and 3 types of either cobblestone or blackstone. Yeah, then you just combine those and it'll make you a brewing stand. Either way though, you will definitely need to visit the Nether in order to actually use this brewing stand, because it actually runs on a specific type of fuel type, which is the blaze powder that you get from blaze rods. So even if you manage to find one of these, you gotta skip over to a Nether fortress and kill a couple blaze. Each brewing stand can hold up to 3 potions, and honestly this is just nice so that you can literally just use one component for each potion and then make 3 potions. Now, in order to make a potion of weakness, all you need is a fermented spider's eye made from a spider's eye, some sugar, and a brown mushroom. All relatively easy components that are easy to find. And bada bing, here are my first weakness potions. Now, before we go any farther, it's probably good to note that there's actually two different types of potions. One is the normal potion, which is in the standard water bottle that you just drink in order to get the potion effect. And this other one, which you can get by adding gunpowder to the potion that's already brewed, it will actually, yeah, there you go, transform it into having this little curved neck. Now this changes the potion completely. It means that you can no longer drink it. However, you can throw it, and anything that you hit with it or in a small radius around it will now get that potion effect. And this is what I'm doing to the weakness potions, mainly because zombies are not exactly going to take this potion themselves, and they're not exactly going to let you jam it down their throats, so you kind of got to hit them with the bottle. The one downside to splash potions is that if you do miss, you just wasted a potion, and the area of effect is sometimes pretty small, so you gotta be pretty precise when throwing these things. Another thing to note about potions is that they just don't stack. They never have, and they probably never will, so you're gonna need some room. So if this single chest doesn't do it for you, get multiple, because you're gonna want to stay organized. So I'm going to stop at 5 weakness potions. That's probably all I'm going to need, and we'll move on to the rest of the potions, which we are going to first need to convert into awkward potions, and these are basically just water bottles that are ready for other types of effects. So to start, we need the nether wart that we actually collected from the nether fortresses, another reason to go. And yeah, we'll just make these into awkward potions. Now you gotta be careful with this as well, because awkward potions don't actually look any different from normal water bottles, so if you're doing a bunch, make sure that you know exactly where they go in your inventory to make sure that you don't accidentally re-awkward a potion, I don't know, so you don't accidentally put one back in and it has absolutely no effect. Okay, so now that everything is awkward potions, I'm going to start with night vision. And with night vision, all you need are golden carrots. I say all you need, but so if you haven't managed to actually find golden carrots in your adventure, that's perfectly fine. As long as you have a bit of gold and carrots, you can make it. You need golden nuggets, though, not golden bars, in order to actually make golden carrots, which actually makes them a lot cheaper than golden apples, and golden apples are what you need golden bars for. So, kind of like earlier where I used gunpowder to convert the weakness potions into splash potions, I'm going to use gunpowder here to actually elongate the time of the night vision potions from 3 minutes to 8 minutes. And yeah, when it comes to materials like gunpowder and redstone dust, these are basically just boost items that change the dynamics of the individual potions themselves. Now, potion brewing is actually quite complex sometimes, and you can completely change the effects of certain potions into other effects. Most of the time using Spider's Eye. I'll actually just throw up a small infographic right here on the majority of potions and how they are brewed. You can look that up online anywhere. But if I add this Spider's Eye, actually, to these night vision potions, I can get a potion of invisibility. So just by adding the fermented Spider's Eye, I've completely changed what this does, from night vision to invisibility. And because my inventory has been a cluttered mess this whole time, I've been trying to organize, I've just gotten one of the shulker boxes that I got from the end the other day, and now I've just started sorting everything in there. And another boost item, like the gunpowder and the redstone dust, is this Dragon's Breath potion that I got from the Ender Dragon fight. I only have a couple of them, but that's fine. They, in essence, actually add an extra effect like the other two, and that effect is actually to make splash potions, lingering splash potions. So basically, the little cloud dust that escaped in a second now will last a little while longer, meaning that if you miss something, but it still goes through that cloud of potion, it will still gain those effects that you wanted to gain, which can actually be very useful, especially for transforming zombie villagers into regular villagers again. You know, I'm actually going to demonstrate this for you right now. I'm going to make some extra night vision potions, make them splash, add Dragon's Breath, and yeah, let's do this. And when these bottles actually come into being, it's almost like a little grenade. They just have the top taken off, and a very unique look. And when you throw it, yeah, there you go. It lingers on the ground, kind of like the Dragon's Breath itself did during the Ender Dragon fight. And when you step through it, you get it. Although the price to pay with these lingering potions is that the effect is actually only for a fraction of the time. Originally, this was a 3-minute potion, but now when I close the book, you can see it's only on for about 35 more seconds. It was 45 seconds total. There's a bonus and there's a takeaway as well. But this can come into play in situations where you might not have the time to actually gulp down a potion. You can literally just throw it down, get the effects, and then immediately get to whatever you need. Now, unfortunately, for the last type of potion that I want to make, I don't actually have the ingredients to, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of work for that. I either need a gas tear or a glistening melon, and as I haven't found any melons so far, that might be difficult, and I need a pufferfish, which means I need to do a little bit of fishing. So I'm going to quickly do that, and I'll see you in a minute. Haven't slept, need a bed, get back. Okay, it's getting dark. I don't want to face phantoms right now. Oh right, you can get glistening melons from farming villagers. Well, it sounds like I just need to do a couple trades with you, good sir. I will be right back. It's pumpkin time, I'll collect you too. Ooh, another one grew. Best believe I'm gonna collect you. Unfortunately for this villager, I've actually been trading with him quite a bit already, and he's locked out his trade, so I need to give him his composter back, and please use the composter so that I can trade with you again. You know, while I wait for him to do that, I'm gonna go back and fish. And that's lightning, not good. Okay, back to the house. So it's a new day, and he has reset his trades. Thank you. And give me those good emeralds for this trade. And there we have it. We have some glistening melons. Just need that pufferfish, and we're good to go. Need to be careful right now. There's already been a few mobs that have come at me because I let the thunderstorm go on a little too long, and it was just dark enough for everything to spawn. Maybe if I turn around, maybe that will give me some fishing luck. Maybe not. Oh! No, I guess not. Wait, there it is. It's on land. I guess when you reel in a line at a different angle, it just sends the item wherever it wants to. And since my bobber's in the water, I might as well catch this last thing. And it's another pufferfish. Perfect. Alright, so now we're going to use those hard-earned pufferfish to make potions of water breathing. And now I'm going to elongate that using the redstone dust. And these potions will come in hand when I end up attacking the ocean monument. And now for the potion of healing with the glistening melon. And I need a component I don't have. Oh my god, I'm so disorganized today. Ah! Oh wait, I have raw fish now. I can get the cats. Oh, I can get cats. And I promise you, it's not going to be like the dogs last season. I'm not bringing them to the fight. Although that would be hilarious, and I am curious to see how a cat faces off against a warden. I mean, they scare creepers away, so clearly there's something terrifying about them. Actually, I think they also scare away phantoms, so there's something scary about them. Now, if you've never caught a cat before, it's kind of like playing Mr. Wolf, where if the cat sees you moving when it turns to look at you, it's going to run the heckle-deckle away. Even if you're holding fish in your hands. You have to be completely still when it sees you in order for it to even want to come to you. And gotcha! Wow, that actually didn't take much at all. You are now mine. Alright, sit down here with the dogs and have a whole Tom and Jerry thing going on here while I'm gone. Okay.
Several bad puns later.
And this is what I'm here for. Glowstone. You know what? I might actually just go after this ghast anyway to try to get that ghast here I was talking about earlier. Alright, come on. Get over ground already, you I almost died. I was pressing run and not crouch. Oh, I thought I was safe. Oh, I need a minute.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Okay, so the glistening melons made this into an instant health potion. We are going to use some of our freshly gotten glowstone dust to turn these into the instant health 2 potions, which I'm only just realizing are the same potions that I got from the end in the ship and didn't really need to go through this whole ordeal. But hey, you learned something, right? You know what? Now that I'm in the midst of making potions, I'm gonna make one more, just because it might actually turn out to be useful. So I'm going to need some of the blaze powder to go into these potions. And that is actually what gives you strength potions, you know? So you can smoke things harder. Okay, so strength potions are actually kind of interesting. There are a couple different options that you can have with them. Right now they last for a few minutes and give you 3 extra attack. If you want that effect to last longer, obviously you give the redstone dust like we did before. However, if you want to hit harder and do more damage, you add the glowstone dust. Now, obviously, situation again is the factor in play as to which one you should decide. I think that the battle I'm going to get into is going to be a more drawn out battle, so I think I will go with this. Now, the Warden has a lot of health, and this extra attack boost can be really useful, especially if you use the glowstone dust. So you can probably kill him a lot faster. Same with the Wither. Both are actually pretty beefy, so that probably is going to be useful. But, yeah, we'll see. Well, either way, my bet is now made. And there you have it. Those are all of the potions that we made today. We have technically made 6 different types of potions today, so it's a little more than I was expecting. And these lingering potions of night vision, which are just kind of like a fun little bonus. So I hope in this episode you actually learned a couple things. I certainly did, one of which was to be a little bit more prepared. But either way, I hope you guys have a good day. My name was Cooper Maniac. Thank you all for joining me for another fun episode, and I will catch you guys next time. Goodbye.